Hello, America, and welcome to Friday. We're going to talk a little about Joe Biden and Hunter because I have his spending, and it was a little bit out of control. I mean, just a little bit. What he didn't pay income tax on. We'll get into that here in just a second. But I thought it would be wise to start, because of the holidays right around the corner, start with a little something from the Babylon Bee.
Biden, did you know that your policies would drive us underwater? Biden, did you know that your policies would trans our sons and daughters? Did you know that your policies will punish what is true? The church that you subscribe to does not subscribe to you. Biden, did you know? Biden, did you know that your baby boy made shady deals in Ukraine? Biden, did you know that your baby boy loves Parmesan and cocaine? Did you know that you shouldn't touch these women like you do? When you sniff that little girl's hair, it's borderline Me Too. The war will cease, the debt increase, and the dead will vote again. Vote again. The crime will leave, the dumb will speak, while we say come on Biden, did you know?
Okay. Thank God for the Babylon Bee. However, everything that I'm going to share with you in a minute did not come from the Babylon Bee. I'll get to that. First, our sponsor, My Patriot Supply, the country's largest preparedness company, and you might just need them now more than ever. We used to trust our institutions, but it's not really right? Now they lie to us every day. It's gone from bad to worse, and there's never been a better time in our nation's history to be more self-reliant so that you can secure the future for your family. It's something that the people who came out of the Depression understood. My grandmother and my grandfather, oh my gosh, till the day they died, they were both like, you don't understand. It could happen at any moment. And I never understood that until now. My grandma used to can, and so she would have like 2 years of food all canned, in the fruit cellar. My Patriot Supply is just the modern version of what my grandma did. Their best-selling 3-month emergency food kit provides delicious breakfast, lunch, dinner that lasts up to 25 years in storage. Right now, it's $200 off. Get 2,000 calories every day. Just add water and heat and eat. Make sure every member of your family has a 3-month emergency food kit. Go to mypatriotsupply.com for $200 in savings. Be sure you order by 3, and your order will ship for free the same day. Best to have emergency food and not need it rather than not have it and need it. mypatriotsupply.com. That's mypatriotsupply.com. All right. Let me just start before I get into the details of the indictment on Hunter Biden, what he was paying for and not paying his taxes. Joe Biden was back out there pinch hitting for his son yet again. He's now saying that his ties to the business associates of his son. Before it was, I don't know anything about his business. Okay, well, I wasn't in business. Now it's, okay, any ties to me with his associates, those are all lies. Okay, when are we actually going to get the truth from him, if ever? Here's a reporter asking Joe Biden why he would interact with his son's business partners.
There's polling by the Associated Press that shows that almost 70% of Americans, including 40% of Democrats, believe that you acted either illegally or unethically in regards to your family's business interests. Can you explain to the Americans amid this impeachment inquiry why you interacted with so many of your son and brother's foreign business associates?
I'm not going to comment on that. I did not, and it's just a bunch of lies.
You didn't interact with many of their business associates?
I did not. There's lies.
That's crazy. First of all, I love that look. I mean, we have the evidence. People have already testified that you were there, you had dinner with them, everything else, but they're lies. Now, Biden, did you know that your son was spending an awful lot of money? And I'm wondering where he thought he was going to get all this money. First of all, over a 4-year period when he didn't pay his income tax, valued at about $1.4 million, he took just out of the ATM. Now, 4 years running, how much do you think you've taken out of the ATM? Okay, I got a number, and it's not this number. 1.664 and $4. He took out $1.6 million from the ATM. I didn't know you could get that money. Even in 4 years, I didn't know you could get all of that money from an ATM, but apparently you can. Now, I'm going to start down at the bottom on some things. He spent $23,000 on sports and recreation, $24,000 over a 4-year period on education, home help and cleaning and childcare, $40,000. Home improvement and maintenance, $42,000. Credit card payments, $58,000. Wells Fargo advisors, $53,000. Rehab, $71,000. Maybe some of those Wells Fargo people should have said, you know what? Maybe just stop drinking and stop going into rehab. You'd save $71,000. Telephone, $118,440. That's for his telephone and utilities. He's washing a lot of clothes. Legal and accounting fees, $147,000. Now, here's where it gets dicey. I love this. Adult entertainment, $188,960. That's adult entertainment. Now, another chart of his spending separates the sex, websites. So what exactly is adult entertainment? Because we're separating also hookers and strip clubs. So this doesn't cover the sex websites, the hookers, or the strip clubs. I'm running out of, I really don't know. I don't know. What else is there for adult entertainment? Loan and mortgage payments. Now, he did make, over the 4 years, $191,000 in mortgage payments. But that's because the first year in 2016, he made a payment of $144,000, then $43,000. Then he only made a payment for his mortgage of $500. How's that $500? Wow, that's good. Insurance, $203,000. Food and groceries, $214,000. Miscellaneous retail, $236,000. Now, do we have a picture of him we can throw up on the screen by any chance? Health, beauty, and pharmacy. I don't think that covers the crack cocaine. $237,496 on health, beauty, and pharmacy. I think he was ripped off. Tuition, $309,000. Clothing and accessories. I don't want to know what the accessories are in his case. $397,000. $400,000 over 4 years. Payments to various women, $683,000. Now, that is the second highest thing he paid for over 4 years. $683,000. I mean, he was starting out slow. I mean, you know, $4,400 in 2016. Then he had then he was like, you know what, I kind of like this. $138,000 the next year. 2018, almost $400,000 just that year. And he slowed off. You know, he tapered off a little bit. 2019, $156,000. So maybe he got it under control just a little bit. And then the $1.6 million that he pulled out of the ATM machine. Biden, did you know? Where was he getting all of this money? And why, if your son is spending that much money on, just even prescription medication, you're spending that much money, you think your son is in control? No, of course I don't. I knew. That's why we were trying to get him into rehab. Why would you back him on the board of Burisma? Why wouldn't you say, son, no, you're not coming to China with me. No, you're not going to have those business meetings where they give you something that even Goldman Sachs doesn't get from China. No, I think, son, just looking over the receipts, you might have a problem we need to take care of. Of course not. Because that's the way the elites roll today. That is the biggest thing I think about not only our country, but all around the world. We are disconnected from the ruling class entirely. From the media and the ruling class. I don't know who they're representing besides themselves and the people who are even richer than them. But they're not answering to the people really anywhere in the world. That's what this is really all about. And I'll show you, because I'm going to show you something from London after I tell you about Patriot Mobile. For over a decade now, Patriot Mobile has been America's only Christian conservative wireless provider, and they stand behind their values and their exceptional service. Their mission is, and I'm quoting their website, to passionately defend our God-given constitutional rights and freedoms and to glorify God always. It's a mobile phone company. That's their mission. How are they doing that with, well, first of all, they're just taking care of business first. They're making sure that you get a great deal. They've extended their Black Friday deal to the Every Friday Matters deal. Means you get a free smartphone when you switch today. But they also offer dependable nationwide coverage. You have access to all 3 major networks. Same coverage, but you're not spending money that's being funneled into leftist causes. Then how do they glorify God? They make this money and then they pour it back into supporting free speech, religious freedom, the sanctity of life, our veterans, first responders, the American ideals. Their 100% U.S.-based customer service team will make switching incredibly easy. This is the parallel economy. Keep your number, keep your existing phone, or for a limited time, get a free smartphone from Patriot Mobile. Go to patriotmobile.com/Beck or call 972-PATRIOT. Use the promo code Friday76. That's Friday76. Get a free smartphone with promo code Friday76. Limited time offer. Switch today. patriotmobile.com/Beck, 972-PATRIOT. All right. One last thing, this time from over the pond, we go to London. Watch.
God rest ye merry billionaires, let nothing you dismay. Forget your workers' families going hungry on this day, and save yourselves from income tax you'll never need to pay. Oh, tidings of corruption and greed, corruption and greed. Oh, tidings of corruption and greed. In Washington and London town, you pay the lobby fees to hold the reins both left and right of sham democracies. and keep us entertained so we don't know we're on our knees. Oh, tidings of corruption and greed, corruption and greed. Oh, tidings of corruption and greed. Fear not, ye say, the media, they only sing your praise. The job creator gave us all that's good and all that pays. Be thankful for your stable beds and don't ask for a raise.